Right now at 10, True Stage and its union workers agreed to a new contract more than a year and a half after the last one expired.
A December rain is just hours away. How much rain will we accumulate? That's coming up.
And with these mild temperatures, a snow shoveling business is running into a bit of a problem this year. How it's managing for the time being. That's all coming up at 10. New at 10, True Stage and its union employees have agreed on a new contract, the first one for OPEIU Local 39 union members since early 2022. Over the summer, union members went on strike outside True Stage's headquarters on Mineral Point Road, calling for a fair contract and a fix to what they claimed were unfair workplace practices. True Stage, formerly known as CUNA Mutual Group, rebranded this year. In a statement, the company says in part, True Stage is looking forward to continuing our decades-long productive relationship with OPEIU Local 39 and their leadership. We've also reached out to Local 39 for a statement, but have not received one at this time. Monona police are looking for a group of suspects who they say led officers on a chase in a stolen vehicle into Madison early this morning. The vehicle was traveling westbound on the Beltline without any plates when an officer tried to pull it over. Well, instead, the vehicle continued to drive off, getting off on Whitney Way and Schrader Road. The chase continued on the street. At one point, the suspect vehicle and a patrol car nearly collided head-on. The driver continued on to Watts and South High Point roads before turning into an apartment complex near Tree Lane and ditching the vehicle. The driver and several passengers ran away but were not found, and officers believe they have ties to the apartments there. So anyone with information is asked to call Madison Area Crime Stoppers at the number there on your screen, 608-266-6014. If you were planning on using this weekend as the opportunity to holiday shop, you might want to consider grabbing a rain jacket before heading out the door. Some wet weather is expected, but it won't last all weekend. Meteorologist Alex Harrington is on the patio tonight with the details in his first warn forecast. Hi, Alex.
Hey, Charlotte. Yes, rain jacket indeed is in the attire for at least the first half of the weekend. I don't have my rain jacket on. I got my winter jacket on, so maybe I should have put on the right attire. But it isn't raining yet. There we go. Let's take a look at Doppler track. High and dry across Dane County. But if you go off to the south and to the west, a couple little sprinkles out there across Crawford and Richland counties just a little bit earlier this evening. That's that rain shower activity starting to build, and it will eventually move into all of southern Wisconsin. Our 6-hour future track radar showing those rain showers to the north and to the west, maybe mixed in with a snowflake or two. But it's those showers that are down towards Dubuque as we head towards the wee hours of your Saturday morning that will then move towards the north and towards the east. We'll only do the upper 30s tonight, highs in the 40s, so this is all in the form of liquid, all in the form of rain in the middle of December here, folks. When is the highest chance of rain? When do you need that rain jacket? Well, as you head into your Saturday afternoon, let's just say about noon, going 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's the best chances for getting wet, and then the wet chances go away and things dry out as we go on into your Sunday. But coming up in Maine weather, we'll track the rain chances hour by hour, who gets the rain first, and one really cold day that's going to be in our 10-day forecast, and how cold the wind chills might be on that day. What day that is, that's coming up.
A year after launching a unique type of snow shoveling service, some UW student entrepreneurs are getting some downtime to grow their business since there's not much snow to shovel. Armand Rahman introduces us to the minds behind Snow Scholars and what they're doing this winter.
You might be happy that you haven't had to shovel your car out or shovel your driveway so much this season, but for snow removal businesses, they're losing out on their bread and butter. For California native Jake Piekarski, Wisconsin winter is a bit disappointing this year.
I didn't think it would be as warm of a winter. I mean, 10 days from now, it's going to be 40 degrees on Christmas Day.
A lot different from last year when he offered to shovel homes around Camp Randall and got a lot of takers. That's when he started Snow Scholars, where you can sign up for shoveling online.
The most common areas that we clear are driveways, sidewalks, walkways, stairs, front and back patios. We also do salting and sanding, and then we only use shovels. We don't use plows.
1 year later, they have 51 Badgers on duty.
Last year, it snowed 13 times in Madison, so they can work about 4 to 5 hours a day, 13 times a year, and still earn pretty close to what they would earn at a full-time job, and they can focus on being students first.
and it helps many be better students.
It's like how a business works and like the real world applications.
Freshman computer science major David Sklar is working on the software they use to track shovelers when they're on the job.
You know, check up on them, like we see a picture and we're like, oh, let's like make sure that this is like the house was fully completed to the way that the customer wanted.
And complete more than 350 homes in under 12 hours.
Now, Snow Scholars is using this snowless December to gear up.
What we do now is we're just preparing, making sure we have enough shovelers to match our customer count.
For when Midwest winter is sure to hit.
We're hoping January and February it takes a turn for our sake, but for now, everyone can enjoy the warm weather.
And since last year, Snow Scholars has grown to employ 10 college students at both the University of Minnesota and the University of Michigan. In Madison, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Nearly 2,000 UW-Madison students will be graduating during this weekend's winter commencement. The commencement ceremony will start at 10 o'clock Sunday morning at the Kohl Center. Doors open at 8. NBA All-Star and Badger legend Michael Finley will deliver the commencement speech. The ceremony is expected to end around 12:30, so expect some traffic around Dayton Street at that time. A contentious deal between the universities of Wisconsin and the state legislature passed this week, trading a cutback on diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts for more funding. Another part of the deal would create a professorship specifically dedicated to conservative thought. On a campus that's often called a liberal bubble, this position would aim to highlight conservative ideas. It comes after a UW system-wide free speech survey highlighted hesitancy among students to share controversial opinions on campus. Conservative students reported being more likely to be pressured by an instructor to agree with a particular viewpoint in class.
I've heard this from a lot of conservative students. They often feel that their voices are not respected. They're afraid to speak up in class for fear of losing points on tests and things of that nature.
The position would have to be funded by private donors rather than state dollars. UW-Madison will conduct a nationwide talent search to fill that. Madison police are looking for a 21-year-old man who's been charged with a hate crime for throwing rocks at people following a vigil in support of Israel. An arrest warrant is out now for Ethan Hansen of Deerfield. A criminal complaint claims Hansen threw rocks at a group of people walking along State Street following the vigil at UW Library Mall in early November. No one was physically hurt, but the group did report feeling threatened. Hansen is charged with one count of misdemeanor disorderly conduct with a hate crime enhancer, which means potential jail time climbs from 90 days to a full year. Israel says its forces in Gaza mistakenly shot and killed 3 hostages during the October 7th terror attack. The grim news comes on the same day the bodies of 3 other hostages were recovered. Natalie Brand shares how Israelis are reacting.
Israel says its troops in northern Gaza shot and killed 3 hostages by mistake after it misidentified them as a threat and opened fire. An army spokesman said it was believed that the men had either fled their captors or been abandoned. The victims are a 25-year-old motorcycle enthusiast, a 28-year-old musician, and a 26-year-old computer engineering student. In Tel Aviv, families of hostages demonstrated near the Israeli Ministry of Defense and blocked highways. On this Sunday's 60 Minutes, Leslie Stahl speaks with one of the freed Israeli hostages, Yarden Roman Gat. She was held for 54 days and describes giving her 3-year-old daughter to her husband so the two could escape.
Keeping her with me in the sense that we are both going to either die or go to Gaza was worse. So
you almost had no choice, is what you're saying?
I had no choice.
As the war rages on, U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan visited the West Bank Friday to meet with the Palestinian Authority's Mahmoud Abbas to discuss who will govern Gaza after the war.
The Israeli government has indicated that it does not have a long-term plan to occupy Gaza, and that ultimately the control of Gaza, the administration of Gaza, and the security of Gaza has to transition to the Palestinians.
In another civilian casualty of the war, Al Jazeera television said an Israeli strike in southern Gaza killed a photojournalist and wounded the network's chief Gaza correspondent. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Rudy Giuliani has been ordered to pay up big time. A federal jury has told him to pay $148 million to two former Georgia election workers for lying, saying they committed ballot fraud during the 2020 election. The plaintiffs in the case, Ruby Freeman and her daughter, Shay Moss, sued the former mayor of New York City in 2021 for defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and civil conspiracy. In the trial, the pair described a flood of threats they'd received after Giuliani and others, including former President Trump, made verbal attacks on them.
I want people to understand this. Money will never solve all of my problems. I can never move back into the house that I called home. I will always have to be careful about where I go and who I choose to share my name with.
Freeman and Moss were awarded $16 million for each defamation, $20 million more each for emotional distress, and $75 million total in punitive damages. Giuliani says he plans to appeal. Friends star Matthew Perry died from acute effects of ketamine. That was the result of his autopsy performed by the Los Angeles County coroner. The 54-year-old actor, best known for portraying Chandler Bing on the hit 90s TV show, died in late October when he was found unresponsive in a jacuzzi at his home. Perry was on ketamine infusion therapy with the most recent treatment 1.5 weeks before his death. The mother of a Virginia first grader accused of shooting his teacher will go to prison for 2 years for felony child neglect. Deja Taylor pleaded guilty to the charge earlier this summer. Though it carries a 5-year sentence, the judge decided to suspend 3 of those years. In January, Taylor's 6-year-old son used her gun to shoot his teacher in the hand and chest while at school. More local stories are ahead at 10. It's no fun to be stuck in the hospital over the holidays, but the Janesville Jets hockey team is doing to make patients' days in Rock County a little brighter.
Earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60 this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Happy holidays from Hy-Vee.
Embrace the season of giving at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to charity and get $200 off any stressless recliner with power, any stressless recliner and ottoman, or any stressless home office chair. Or get $200 off each stressless sofa seat, or $400 off all stressless Mayfair recliners and ottomans in all Paloma leather colors. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. And make the holidays bright with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford SUV and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $3,500 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Salonpas, makers of powerful pain relief patches for 89 years, believes in continuous improvement, like rounded corners that resist peeling, with an array of active ingredients and sizes to relieve your pain. Salonpas, it's good medicine.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburgers cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Get a great deal and do a great deal of good when you shop at Habitat Restore. From furniture and decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need for your next project. Shop our convenient East and West locations today.
Earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60 this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Happy holidays from Hy-Vee.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show.
Damn, you see that? I got skills.
Just wait till I bring in basketball legend Shaquille O'Neal. Plus, a 4-year-old basketball prodigy gets a surprise.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
After 3 decades of serving the Janesville community, Fire Chief James Punkoska says he will be retiring next year. He began his career in 1988 as a firefighter and EMT for the Orfordville Fire Protection District before joining the Janesville Fire Department in 1994 in the same role.
It's a tough decision. Fire service is a career that's very rewarding. A lot of time away from the family. So once you retire, you have a lot of opportunity to make up a lot of lost time with your family and your kids, and being able to get out and do things that you may got pulled away from while you were at work.
He became the city's 38th fire chief in September 2021. His last day will be on May 31st. In Rock County, the Janesville Jets hockey team is delivering an assist off the ice to Mercy Health Hospital and Trauma Center. Teddy bears were collected during the team's teddy bear toss last Saturday. They were then taken to the hospital for staff to distribute to pediatric patients.
A lot of the times when we bring these into the rooms, the kids are so excited. It's like something soft that they can touch. It's comforting. It makes them feel like they're at home. It makes things here in the ER much less scary.
In addition to the kids, these bears will also be given to adult dementia patients to provide comfort during their hospital visits. New evidence published in part by a UW-Madison PhD graduate shows just how sensitive ice sheets are to environmental change and how that impacts our sea levels. Nick Sullivan is one of the researchers on a study which found the ice sheets in Antarctica grew and shrank at rates quicker than once thought. The findings suggest Antarctica's ice sheets could change rapidly and in unexpected ways in the coming centuries if carbon dioxide levels and temperatures continue to rise due to greenhouse gas emissions.
It could help inform future climate states and future changes in ice sheet behavior, or at the very least sort of form part of that broader context.
UW-Madison worked with the Public Research Institute in New Zealand as part of this research. Meteorologist Alex Harrington tells us a little more why ice sheets are important to Earth's temperatures. Alex?
Yeah, Charlotte, they help regulate Earth's heat, and here's how that occurs. Snow and ice. Have you ever been out on a winter day when we have snow? You need the shades on. It's so bright because that snow and ice reflects some of those sun's rays, some of that heat back out to space. When you have those ice sheets melting, that's less snow and ice, that's less of the sun's rays going back out to space. In fact, the sun rays go into the ocean and help hold in that heat. So more of that heat is absorbed, and you get warmer surface temperatures as these ice sheets melt. So it's really a feedback loop, so to speak. And believe it or not, too, fast forwarding out here to Monday, temperatures of 28 degrees. How can we go from the 40s to the 30s but have that really cold day on Monday? We don't have any snow out there. So this cold air comes down from Canada. There's no snow and ice around to really kind of hold that cold air around, and the mild air just comes right back in. So snow and ice has a profound impact, even locally here. All part of the few things that you need to know out of those 3 things. Showers in our forecast tonight. Staying dry most of next week and staying mild as we just looked at for much of next week too. Let's track those shower chances. Moving in to southwestern Wisconsin by the time we get into around daybreak on your Saturday. Then they scoot across the rest of the areas. We head out towards 2, 3 o'clock, maybe a few of those raindrops being a little bit heavier. Let's say from the Dells to Madison to Monroe around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And as quick as it comes in, it's gone by the time we get to around midnight on your Sunday. Then we got that cold front that's going to come as we go Sunday night into Monday, but not before the water here, a 1/10 to 1/4 inch across much of the area. So not a heavy rainmaker. Here in Dane County, those showers move in around 9 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That's where we see the darker greens here across Dane County. So that's when the heavier raindrops can be expected. And then, as I just mentioned, by the time we get to midnight, it's out of Dane County as well. Temperatures here as we go into Monday morning, 26 degrees. Well, that's not too cold for this time of year. It's a few degrees warmer than what we should be this time of year. But when you add winds of 30 miles per hour on your Monday behind that cold front, we'll be talking about the wind chills. So the light jacket that maybe you've been wearing, you might need the winter jacket as you start off school and work on Monday with wind chill values. That's the feels like factor in the teens out there. But then we just warm right back up, as I said, as we go into Tuesday, as we head out here beyond that, those temperatures climbing way into the 40s. That's going to be 15 degrees above normal as we head out into the future. So Santa's going to need the rain jacket as we head out towards Christmas. Viewer photos, doesn't matter if it's rain or snow, easy to send us. Just go to our weather page and click that post your own button. That's a super easy way to do that. And then we can show these weather photos. And I think we got a couple weather photos here to show. Lori, there we go. Yeah, the sun, we had the clouds today. Hey, but a pretty sunrise here. Thanks so much. Ted, pretty photo there. The lake's not going to be freezing anytime soon. Judah sends us another sunrise sunset picture, as does Janet. The sun trying to come through the clouds there. Thanks, Joe, sending us those pretty photos there. And this was from last year, Lori. Flashback to a year ago when we did have snow around this time of year. So again, folks, I always love to report the weather, talk about the weather, but thank you so much for letting us show the weather across southern Wisconsin.
And coming up in sports, there was a top 3 tilt in Mineral Point. How the Pointers push past the Redbirds to stay undefeated on the hardwood. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Kayaking is my thing.
Running is awesome. But her moderate to severe eczema would make her skin so uncomfortable.
I was always so itchy, especially when I was hot.
Now my skin doesn't itch as much. Now we're staying ahead of her eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion, and Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so they can have clearer skin and less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a wonderful thing.
Ask your child's eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal their skin from within.
Time is running out. Shopko Optical can help maximize your vision benefits and FSA dollars before they expire. Get a comprehensive eye exam and discover your new style. Call Shopko Optical or visit shopko.com to schedule your exam.
Sarah Franklin is the best volleyball player on the planet, and there's no debate. Earlier this month, the Badger outside hitter was named the Big Ten Player of the Year and the Northeast Region Player of the Year. Now she can add National Player of the Year to that list. Franklin finished the season with 486 kills, averaging 4%. She joins Dana Redke as the only other Badger in program history to win the award. In case you didn't stay up late last night, the Badgers saw their season come to an end in the Final Four. Wisconsin fell to Texas in 4 sets, and while this group came up short from their ultimate goal of winning a national championship, they are proud of what they accomplished this year.
I feel like the luckiest girl that I've gotten to surround myself with these people for the past 4 years. You know, not the way we wanted to end it, but gave it everything that we had.
They have nothing to hang their heads about. It was a great year. It was a great year, and we wish we had a few more days with them, but that's the way it goes.
If I would have told you that at the beginning of the season the Packers would be in the playoff hunt with 4 games left, you probably would have thought I was crazy. But here we are, and Green Bay knows the margin for error right now is slim, so they can't afford to make mistakes. And after an off week last week, Jordan Love knows he has to be at his best when it matters the most.
I think that's a lot of the games in the NFL. You know, they're going to come down to those last couple plays, last couple 4 minutes of the game. So, you know, I think that's just when you got to be at your best. But yeah, I mean, I think they're a good team. I think they're a good defense, and then obviously, you know, they've won some close games like that.
High school boys hoops, Mineral Point hosting Darlington in a huge showdown in the Swall. And the Pointers were on point tonight. Jackson Wendhausen spots up and splashes home the triple to give MP a 4-point lead. Darlington trying to come back. Broker Busher banks it home for 2 of his 13 points. But nobody in the gym could slow down Landon Thousand. The dude was unconscious. Game-high 25 points as Mineral Point makes a statement, knocking off #1 Darlington 75-58. On the girls' side, Oregon hosting Monona Grove in a Badger large battle, and the Panthers got defensive. Olivia Nice comes up with the steal, and she goes coast to coast for the easy deuce. Silver Eagles will respond right back. Sydney Glynn knocks down the jumper, but Oregon continued to stay hot on the hardwood. Caitlin Studebaker dials one up from deep, and the Panthers stay perfect with a 47-38 win. We're back after this.
Your family's year-round comfort is our year-round commitment at RG Heating and Air Conditioning. We install quality Trane equipment and service all brands so your home's furnace and AC will perform their best year-round. RG Heating and AC.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward? Ingenious.
Sardine fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks. And make the holidays bright with Ford. Choose FlexBuy on a new Ford SUV and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $3,500 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont it. You want some ice time, a nice time, so good you posted twice time. You want some cheer? Now I'll show you where you gotta be. Tell you who you gotta see. Ooh, it's gonna make you smile. You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont.
Enjoy the magic of the North Pole, just east of O'Hare, with miles of memories waiting to be made. To Rosemont it your way, start at Rosemont.com.
Rosemont it.
Menards is celebrating Ryan Blaney's NASCAR championship with 12% off everything till Christmas. Freshen up your home with Dutch Boy Forever interior paint. It's washable, scrubbable, and stain resistant. A gallon is $28.94 after 12% off. Platinum Plus is a no prep, no prime paint that's made to last, and it comes in a variety of colors. Pick up a gallon for only $34.98 after 12% off.
Merry Christmas and enjoy your 12% off everything.
From London to New York and around the world, from the stage to the big screen, the worldwide phenomenon returns. The original, record-breaking production returns to Madison. Mamma Mia! Celebrate the 25th anniversary of the most exhilarating smash hit musical ever. Fall in love all over again with Mamma Mia. Coming to Overture March 19th through the 24th. Get tickets at overture.org.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. RG Heating and AC. We'll always treat you like family. Guaranteed.
Cooking up meals for those in need, Monday at 10.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Why are we whispering?
Weeknights on CBS.
Well, golfers don't usually face many threats from wildlife. Maybe the occasional alligator in Florida or a wandering bear if you hit the links in Alaska. Well, it's a totally different story at Kukuza Golf Club in South Africa. These pictures may look like decorations at a miniature golf course, but lions, leopards, giraffes, crocodiles, and the other wild animals that roam there, they're all really real. That's because this 9-hole course is in Kruger National Park, and the owners purposely decided not to fence it in.
Yeah, smart. Smart.
Though the animals may look frightening, no major incidents have been reported yet.
They look totally comfortable.
What's a minor injury?
Yeah, I have no idea. I wonder
yeah.
how much does it cost to golf there, too?
Maybe they pay people to golf there.
You're like,
you
"Please
get
come."
paid to go.
And you do golf stuff. What animals have you seen out in the course? Any?
Birds?
No? Birds?
Birds.
Yeah, so it's rather shocking.
Yeah, not like an elephant or a tiger, giraffe, nothing like that.
Yeah, okay.
Let's keep it that way.
Here, I think we're safe. All right. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Do something good and have a great weekend.